Hi there! Have you been wondering about how wealth is being created? Are you curious on how to grow money, home ownership, and real estate investment in Nigeria? Or are you looking for the best property deals in today's market? Then join us every Monday between 5 and 5:30 p.m. on Mainland 98.3 FM for Real Estate Wealth with Thinkmint Nigeria to get the best of information, education, and expert insights into the world of wealth creation with real estate. Join us.
The land is green, it's green, as you see. It's green for me.
Have you been swindled in the past in the course of owning a property? Have you been searching for the best real estate investment opportunity? At Thinkmint Nigeria, we are your perfect home matchmaker. You will fall in love with us as we work with you in getting your preferred property on www.thinkmint.ng/buy real estate. Whether you require a mortgage or choose a monthly or quarterly payment plan, our property options located across Nigeria and developed by our trusted partners will suit your needs. Visit www.thinkmint.ng/buy real estate or call 009-784-5065 to get started today and own a house or land across Nigeria with as low as 200,000 to 500,000 naira initial deposit.
You're tuning to Mainland 98.3 from the sound of Lagos, and of course it's time for Real Estate Wealth with Thinkmint Nigeria. Of course, we're live every Mondays from 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. where we get to, inform you about basic things on how to be a home owner, property owner. And of course, I'm not alone in the studio. I have with me Amina. How are you doing this lovely Monday evening, Amina?
I'm great. Thank you, Jade. It's always a delight being here on Real Estate Wealth, just talking about properties and ensuring that, the next person becomes a home owner. Yes, just exciting to be here. And I think for the past 2 weeks, we've had, experts, real estate experts come on the show and, enlighten us on some of the hot properties that we can invest in right now in the market. And today would be no different. We have another real estate expert. We have Harriet Isabu in the studio. She's an investment advisor from Eleanor's Real Estate, and today she will be telling us about a very spectacular real estate property that you should get your hands on. So hi Harriet, welcome to the show.
Hi Aminat, I'm so thrilled to be here today.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so today what property are you going to be telling us about?
Oh, okay. So I would be talking about the Port Haven Estate, a development by Eleanor's Real Estate. Yeah. So this happens to be our latest listing.
Okay, so just tell us a bit about the Port Haven Estate, where it's located, some of the facilities that are in the Port Haven Estate.
Oh, okay. So the Port Haven Estate is designed for a selected few who desire to be away from the hustle and bustle of Lagos State, but it's best for residential purpose and also investment purpose. So it's strategically located in Asheshe Shimawa, a prime community known for dry land texture. And
so that means the property is an absolutely dry land?
Yes, the topography, it's a tabular dry land.
Okay, so you said the location is at Asheshe Shimawa.
Yes.
So what properties do we have in the Port Haven Estate?
Okay, so we have land for sale within the Port Haven Estate.
Yeah, the facilities. I mean, what facilities? I'm getting the land in Port Haven Estate. So what are the facilities that are going to come along with this land? Because I know Eleanor's would not give you a land, and just here you go, do whatever you can with it. So the Port Haven Estate comes along with, I think, perimeter fencing.
Yes, it does. It comes with perimeter fence, paved roads, drainage, estate office, security, electrification, and we have the green area, the street lights, and lots more that are unraveled along the Lagos-Ibadan corridor.
Okay. So why is the Port Haven Estate, the fastest selling or the hot selling property right now? What is that special thing about the Port Haven Estate? Why should we get on it right now?
Okay, so the the location is actually a very fantastic one. It is just about 5 minutes away from the Redemption Camp, the new auditorium, and directly opposite Estate 11. So the Port Haven Estate, like I said before, it has the topography is dry and tabular, and an amazing thing is the facilities we offer within this estate. And then the low entry purchase, it comes with low entry purchase, high capital appreciation. So for clients who buy into the Port Haven estates, they can be sure or guaranteed of buying today and building tomorrow. And it's also ideal for people looking at investment purpose. So so this property, buying into this property guarantees high investment, high returns on investment.
Yeah. Okay. So I think what caught my interest in what you said, you said capital appreciation and
Yes.
high return on investment.
Of course.
I mean, just take us through that. I mean, for the layman language, calm down a bit. What exactly does it mean when you say high interest? Because I mean, people think about buying land to build, right? So you're not necessarily buying this land to. When you say high capital, high capital appreciation, you're not necessarily buying because of the monetary value you're getting from it. But I think that's what capital appreciation means. So when you say, oh, you want to buy land to build, people are not thinking about the monetary value they're going to get from it. But that's what capital appreciation means. So when you say capital appreciation, what does it mean for someone who is looking to invest in real estate? So just explain in layman terms how someone can, invest in the Port Haven estate and, get the capital appreciation that they would get from investing.
Oh, okay. So,
does the value increase, over time?
Yes, yeah. It does increase over time. And
so what are the factors that lead to this increment?
Okay, buying into the Port Haven estate now that it's being sold at a discounted price of 5.9 million and the initial deposit it's 1 million. All this makes the property appreciate with time. So presently the estate is being sold at 5.9 million.
Okay.
So that means from next month, because it's going for a discounted price. So next month, this property would be sold at an increased price of 8.4 million. I don't know if you...
That's I mean, I feel like anyone who wants to get into, to buy into this estate right now should be doing so at the moment.
Yes, it's actually ideal to key into the Port Haven estate now that it's being sold at a discounted price. Yes.
Okay. I think that you said the initial deposit for the Port Haven estate is 1 million naira.
Yes,
and
1 million
like
naira.
Harriet has, rightly said, she said key into this property right now. It's called Port Haven Estate. It has the topography is absolutely dry, as she has said. There's so much great facilities, within the estate. So you're not just buying a land, you are actually buying an environment. You're buying a very serene environment. You're buying into a place where would be rightly managed. You're buying into a neighborhood that has grown significantly in the past years and would continue to do so. And of course, the very interesting thing about capital appreciation, it's a fast selling development right now. It's also a very interesting location. It's within the Redeem Camp. It's a Redeem Camp, the new auditorium.
The new auditorium.
Yeah, it's just 5 minutes away. I also know that the Christ Embassy campground,
Coldman Wire,
exactly,
high impact amusement park.
There's just so much going on around that location.
Yes, it's a very well developed neighborhood. So for those who would love to reside there, this estate is ideal for residential purpose.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting, Jay, because when people talk about Lagos Ibadan Express, people are thinking about am I going for a retirement purpose or whatever? But because there's just so much already going on within that, it makes Port Haven the place to be.
Well, I would really say that it's really interesting because the presence of all of this, campgrounds, and the beautiful thing is these campgrounds are fast becoming mini cities.
Absolutely.
So now having a Port Haven in that particular environment just makes it good for them, because a lot of times, most of these campgrounds, when they have, their conventions and their congresses and all of that, of their services, where they have to either stay for a week or more than one day, it's just ideal, right, for them to have an accommodation, and then they don't have to just share in the chalet or anything, but it just feels like home, having to get a part of the Port Haven estate.
You know what you said just reminds me of, I was at Shimawa, I think a few months back, and like you've said, campground, and people would come for convention. So I always just thought, I always wrongly assumed that the place would be deserted, except it is
not deserted.
Exactly, except maybe they have like activities maybe around the campground and everything.
Even at that,
it is a proper residential area. There's so much there. People are already building there. There's just so much development there already, regardless of when there's a convention or not.
And just like she rightly said, it's 5 minutes between 5 minutes from the new auditorium down to where Port Haven is. So it's I also believe that it's a very worthwhile investment. Especially if you probably need to get away, just like she rightly said at the beginning of the conversation, you want to get away from the hustle and bustle, because that particular environment is just serene. And for people that are somewhat spiritually minded, they might just want to just take certain strolls or just want to just be in a very quiet environment. That for me also makes Port Haven, like you said earlier, a hot location.
It really is.
Right. Okay. So if you're just tuning in, you're tuning into Mainland 90.3 from the Sound of Lagos. This is Real Estate Well with Thinkmint Nigeria, and we have a guest in the studio in the person of Harriet Isabu. She's an investment advisor at Ella Norris Real Estate. Now we'll go on a quick break, but before we go on that break, if you would like to call us or send us a text message, or you want to know more about Port Haven Estate, just call us on the number 0913 600 0410, and also you can send us a text message on 0913 600 0430. Again, you're tuned into Mainland 98.3 FM. Of course, this is Real Estate Wealth with Thinkmint Nigeria. If you want to ask questions, let us know what you think about it, and if you're really looking to get an accommodation or a property with Port Haven Estate, just call us on the number 0913 600 0410. You can send us a text message on 0913 600 0430. Don't touch that dial. Please stay tuned.
Hey there! Have you been wondering about how wealth is being created? Are you curious on how to grow money, home ownership, and real estate investment in Nigeria? Or are you looking for the best property deals in today's market? Then join us every Monday between 5 and 5:30 p.m. on Mainland 98.3 FM for Real Estate Wealth with Thinkmint Nigeria, to get the best of information, education, and expert insights into the world of wealth creation with real estate. Join us.
The land is green, it's green, can't you see? It's green for me.
Are you a maven of refined living? Do you love a serene and peaceful environment? A neighborhood where solace and tranquility is elevated to a status of fine living? Then, Port Haven, located in Asheshe Shimawa, is your ideal place. Experience serenity in a prime environment with standard amenities and infrastructure such as paved roads, street lights, electrification, and wellness area. Buy today and build tomorrow with an initial deposit of 1 million naira and enjoy a flexible payment plan. For inquiries, call Amarachi on 0706 294 8278, Frank on 0803 858 2121, or visit www.eleanoris.com to get started. Port Haven, the ideal place to be. Buy one today.
Are you a maven of refined living? Do you love a serene and peaceful environment? A neighborhood where solace and tranquility is elevated to a status of fine living? Then
Port Haven, located in Asheshe Simawa, is your ideal place. Experience serenity in a prime environment with standard amenities and infrastructure such as paved road, street light, electrification, and wellness area. Buy today and build tomorrow with an initial deposit of 1 million naira and enjoy a flexible payment plan. For inquiries, call Amarachi on 0706 294 8278, Frank on 0803 858 211, or visit www.ellenorris.com to get started. Port Haven, the ideal place to be. Buy one today.
Hey there! Have you been wondering about how wealth is being created? Are you curious on how to grow money, home ownership, and real estate investment in Nigeria? Or are you looking for the best property deals in today's market? Then join us every Monday between 5 and 5:30 p.m. on Mainland 98.3 FM for Real Estate Wealth with Thinkmint Nigeria to get the best of information, education, and expert insights into the world of wealth creation with real estate. Join us.
The land is green, it's green, can't you see? It's green for me.
Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, you're tuned into Mainland 98.3 from the sound of Lagos. My name is Lady Jane, and of course, you're still on to Real Estate Wealth with Thinkmint Nigeria. I'm not alone in the studio. I have with me Amina.
Hi.
In the studio this beautiful Monday evening, and of course, happy holidays to our Muslim brothers and sisters, and also to everyone, of course, in Nigeria, because I know that the holiday started from Friday all the way.
Felt
Like,
so good.
This is like one of the longest weekends that we've ever had in the history of Nigeria.
What? I mean, we had the Easter break. It was also the same.
So, I mean, every time. So
April was just a good month.
April is the month for holiday, right? And I know that, like, so let's just say that April is like the most favorite month of the year for Nigerians. True. Anyways, and just before we went on that break, we're talking about Port Haven in Shimawa.
Yes,
and Asheshe Shimawa. And Harriet was giving us some interesting information about that, and how it is like 5 minutes away from the new auditorium. That's the RCG
new auditorium.
Yes,
and it's also directly opposite Estate 11, the RCCG Estate 11, and close to Loto Ward.
All right. So, what are the other interesting projects that Eleanor's have in the works? Like, what are you guys cooking on?
Okay, so we have the Brookland Estate, and that is in Ekpe, and that is in Ekpe, just behind the Yaba College of Technology. It's a very wonderful estate, developed, and within that estate we have the Greenwich Bungalows that consist of a 2 and 3 semi-detached bungalows. So we've already started working, like we've gone far in terms of construction of the buildings. And then we have the Montfort Estate in
Hold
Ilara.
on a second. I'm sorry I have to cut you there. Yaba Tech in which location?
Ekpe Odoragushi Ekpe.
Okay.
Yes, Ekpe campus.
Okay.
So we have the Montfort Estate. So that's like an extension of the Brookland Estate. So we have the Montfort Estate just after the St. Augustine University, Ilara Ekpe. It's a mini version of the Brookland Estate. And then we have an ongoing building project of a 4-bedroom terrace duplex in Lekki on SPG Road. And then we have that's the Port Haven Estate.
Yeah, okay. Now that you've come back, so I think we should come back to Port Haven Estate.
The Port Haven.
So you were talking about some facilities that, I think those are like the usual facilities. You talked about perimeter fencing, you talked about, the green area,
yes.
You talked about, other facilities. But are there any special, is there anything, special in terms of facilities that, landowners or homeowners within Port Haven should be looking out for?
I believe people would love an estate whereby they don't get to see poles like disorganizing the beauty of the estate. So that's where this
like the poles, like the wires and all of that.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So for our facilities, we have underground cabling system. So we're providing this just to enhance the beauty and give it that uniformity in the estate, so you don't get to see wires and poles and all that, so everything looks organized in the estate.
Wow, that's beautiful, Jade.
It's actually giving a vibe of UK in,
yeah.
of course, in the Lagos. It's giving a UK vibe because I mean, in most of this in other countries, most of their cabling system for the electricity, they run it on the ground. So I mean, having to imbibe that into the structure of Port Haven Estate, and I feel that that's also one of the things that make Port Haven Estate stand out.
It makes it stand out. And also we have the covered drainages.
Okay.
So it's not open. So when you're passing, you're walking by or driving by, you don't get to see maybe water lead that everywhere. So it's just it just gives it this uniformity.
Yeah. So Port Haven seems like a very aesthetically pleasing. They care so much about the aesthetics, and that's really interesting.
Well, a good view is good for your soul.
It is,
because I mean, if you want to go on evening walks, it just makes a lot of sense. They're not seeing cables up and down. It's just nice.
Drainage is covered,
and then you're meeting with nature. It just makes it all more beautiful. All right. So I mean, so let's say for example, I want to start to invest in Port Haven, Shimawa.
Okay.
What are the things that you need to start with?
Okay, all you have to do is to begin with an initial deposit of 1 million, and the interesting thing is that we are running a promo, so a lot of people interested in this property. Now is the time to key into this wonderful offer, and then we offer a very flexible payment plan, so one can get to make an initial deposit today and spread their payment conveniently up to 6 months. So when paying, you don't get to feel that tension, that pressure. You just spread your payment conveniently. So everyone can be a landowner. So there's no limitation here.
Okay, so for this promo, right, like you said, an initial deposit of £1 million, right?
Yes.
So does it affect the size of the plots that you're buying?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
So what are the size that you have available? What are the size because I know that there's usually the 300 square meter,
just
there's 600 and all that. Yeah, 500 and the likes.
So the estate is designed for just 300 square meters, but clients can get as much plots as they desire.
So it depends on what the client wants or what the customer wants.
What the customer wants.
So now, if at that, does that mean that I can come with whatever plan that I like, or does it have to be in line with what Illinois already have in their own plan? Because I know that Illinois there are certain structures that you can build with a particular square meter.
Yes.
Right. So if the client wants to, eventually get a plot in
Port
Haven Estate. Now, can I come with what I already have in mind, or must I align with
build?
Yes,
you can come
prototype.
you can actually come with your own design.
Yes.
So it's not compulsory to build with Illinois, although we would be having buildings within that estate. But you can come with your design. So it's not compulsory, but you just have to show us, and then we could approve, just to make sure that there are no setbacks.
Setbacks. When you say setbacks, what do you mean by setbacks?
Just confirm, just to check for uniformity and all that. So you don't want to build a face me and slap you house, you get.
Exactly, because it's very important, because it's a very common thing with a lot of people. When they feel that once I have paid for this thing, I can do what I like with my money. It's my money, it's my plot of land, it's my space, it's my building, whatever I want is what I want to do with it. So just to know that there's a bit of uniformity with the client and with Illinois, because I also believe that Illinois have certain structures that fit into the ideal Port Haven estate.
Yes.
Because I know that it's a thing with a lot of real estate agencies where all of their buildings look alike. In a particular area, in a particular estate.
Yeah, I think those are the ones where they do the building themselves, they carry out the structuring themselves and all of that. But at the same time, I understand what you are talking about. It's important that there's the structure when you come into, that this is an organized estate. Like she already talked about, they are doing some very beautiful, aesthetically pleasing facilities. So I mean,
it's part of
it wouldn't look right for someone to build something that would not go along or in line with, you know, the idea and the vision that they have for the estate. So it makes a lot of sense.
All right, in case you are just joining in, you're tuning into Mainland 98.3 from the sound of Lagos. And of course, this is Real Estate Wealth with Thinkmint Nigeria. I'm not alone. My name is Lady Jade and I'm not alone. I have Amina with me in the studio, and of course, Harriet. She's in the studio. She's an investment advisor, and she's been giving us interesting information, letting us know what we ought to do to be able to own a property.